Yo gamers, what's up? Cozy here. The livestream version 2.1 for Starway just dropped and there was a lot of talking. The stream itself was almost 90 minutes long and there was a lot of information packed into it. Characters, stories, events, new zones, behind the scenes stuff and most importantly, the anniversary. So let me quickly break down all of it so that you don't have to watch a 90 minutes livestream. So first up we have our new characters, Acheron, Aventurine and Gallagher. And I know that some of you sassy gamers have probably already taken a look at some of the leaks regarding Acheron, and let me tell you, she looks super busted. But obviously now we have official information regarding her. Our Galaxy Rangers all about using her ultimate and building up debuffs in order to use your ultimate. I will most certainly pull her and you can expect a full guide for her in the future. But for now, the most important aspect is that she does differ a lot from your usual characters because her ultimate does not require energy. Instead, you will need to apply 9 debuffs to your opponents in order to activate it. Those debuffs can be anything: damage over time, weakness break, status debuffs and even debuffs that your enemies apply to themselves. For example, when some of your enemies go down, they explode and apply burning to their teammates, right? Well, that works for Acheron as well. The second aspect that they highlighted during the livestream was her technique, and that one, dude, it is really good. Basically, if you use her technique, you can immediately take out your opponents. No fight needed, just done, game over, as simple as that. Now, the next character that they revealed is Aventurine, and just like Acheron, he looks insane as well. He's not a DPS character though, he is a sustainer and he works via applying shields to your teammates and doing follow-up attacks from time to time whenever one of your shielded allies gets attacked. On top of that, each time he does one of his follow-up attacks, he reapplies his shields to your entire team. So not only is he rich, but he also gives you safety. What a man, amazing. Obviously there's a whole lot more to it, like his ultimate, but we will talk about that once I get to his full guide. But before we continue, let me quickly ask you this, or tell you this. A lot of people are unsure whether they should pull for Aventurine or Acheron, and the answer to that in my opinion is simple. Do you need a good sustainer on your account? Then Aventurine is the character to go. Do you need a good DPS character? Well then Acheron is definitely your best friend. Keep in mind that Acheron is basically Starwell's version of Raiden Shogun and Raiden Mei, and especially Raiden Shogun was a meta-defining character in Genshin, and I kinda expect Acheron to be the same once we look back at her in 2 years or so. So yeah, probably a pull-worthy character. Not to mention that Acheron's banner will also have Gallagher on it, who is a 4-star healer, so you know, there's a lot of value when it comes to that banner. And considering that we are already talking about Gallagher, like I said, he's a 4-star healer who follows the path of abundance. But he is way too cool to use any abundance abilities in order to heal your teammates. Instead, he will simply give you his trusted Soul Glad Cola in order to heal you up. Not to mention that whenever he is using his ultimate, he's basically cosplaying as Wolverine. Simply amazing. Now, as we continue, I will show you the different banners in the video while I'm talking about some of the other stuff that will happen in 2.1. So you can see for yourself what characters are going to have their reruns and what 4-star characters you can expect to appear in patch 2.1. Not only are we going to get a bunch of new events like the cocktail mixing event we had in Genshin, but we are also going to get 2 new zones, and they are also going to continue the already existing features in 2.0 like the sticker manual and so on. Not to mention that one of the events will even feature a character selector for our 4-star characters, so you can pick characters like Juri, Hanya, Yukong and so on. I will simply show you the selector on the screen right now and you can see for yourself. After this, they eventually went into a Q&A, answering some of the questions that the community might have, and this to me was the most interesting aspect of the livestream. Not the characters, they were good as well, but this was really good. And it was more about the future of Starwell beyond patch 2.1, and yeah, let me quickly go over that as well. First of all, it appears that we are going to get an update for the simulated universe in patch 2.3, so I gonna expect that this will be similar to the Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears, where they are going to continue the story of the Aeons. This to me is really exciting because I don't know how many hours I've spent in the Swarm Disaster or, you know, doing Conan 12 runs and all of the achievements. For me, personally, I will be super honest here, the simulated universe is the best feature in Star Rail, so I'm really excited when it comes to that. Besides that, they also mentioned that they plan on making farming in the simulated universe easier. They didn't necessarily say how they plan on doing that, but I just gonna assume it will be, you know, less time that you need to invest when it comes to getting your planner ornaments. After that, they also teased a continuation of the Tingyun story over on the Lofu. And there was one sentence that really caught my eye. When asked, they didn't say whether we are going to find out if Tingyun is really dead or not, but we will find out where she is. Maybe I'm, you know, reading too much into it, maybe it's just word salad, but, you know, let's just hope that she is alive. And obviously, on another note, let's hope Firefly is alive as well, because they didn't mention Firefly once during the livestream, which is kind of sus, to be honest. And obviously, if you follow them on Twitter, then you might have already seen the character art for, you know, the upcoming characters in patch 2.2, and one of them is going to be Robin, who technically right now is dead. So, you know, at least it gives me personally some hope that Firefly might be alive as well. On top of that, they also mentioned that they are going to do some changes when it comes to March 7th. They said that she will be able to switch paths, or to be more precise, she will be able to switch memories, whatever that means. Something that also caught my eye here is that they want to make the Astra Express crew somewhat special, so maybe in the future we will see changes when it comes to Himiko and Welt as well. Which brings us to our last two aspects. First of all, we have the anniversary. You will get a total of 33 pulls, and you will also get an in-game event and a triple drop rate for relics and planner ornaments event. And we will also have a bunch of real-world events happening all over the globe. So in my opinion, a really good anniversary. I think that people will be happy with that, and I don't like to say Genshin could never, because, you know, I think that Genshin is one of the best games that I've ever played, but sometimes it might be deserved. Lastly, they addressed leaks, and they are fully aware of all the leaks happening all over the place, not just in Star Rail but also in Genshin, and in this case I understand their frustration. There's nothing more annoying than working on a project that you hope will make people excited, just to have everything be leaked weeks before launch, right? And I mean, if we take a look at Twitter, over the past few days it was next to impossible to not see any Arlecchino leaks, right? So it is a big problem for MiHoYo, they are aware of it, and I do understand their frustration, but the question is, what can they really do? I mean, we don't know, right? Is their security not good enough? Are they inviting the wrong people, or are they leaking everything on purpose? We don't know. I do have some background knowledge when it comes to it, as I'm working on the official wiki, but I don't want to get into too much detail because, you know, NDA and stuff like that. Let's just say that they are working on it, but it's most likely a drop in the ocean. Either way, the livestream was amazing and I'm really excited for patch 2.1. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you as excited as I am? Are you happy for the or with the anniversary? And what do you say regarding Acheron and so on? If you liked the video, hit the like button and the sub button, and as usual, have a great day or night wherever you live, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.